educational institutions in the world had caused major and likely unequal interruption to everyone's lives. But it did not hamper us to deliver the quality education our pupils deserve. It forced us to introduce new approaches, to take actions, to lessen the impact, to bring it to minimum, and all efforts are accounted for. Today is the day to celebrate the sterling achievements of our dear movers and graduates. The day to honor all our pupils for their exemplary performance for their most challenging and difficult school year. To the head of the Department of Education, Secretary Leonel M. Briones, to the Region 5 Director, Sir Gilbert Sadsad, to our school's Division Superintendent, Officer in charge of the Office of the School's Division Superintendent, Dr. Susan Coliano, the different educational program supervisors, Sir Nelson Esorena, our Public School District Supervisor, to our school principal, Mrs. Columba R. de Inla, fellow teachers, virtual guests, graduates, proud parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, this is the day we have been waiting for. This is to cap the school year 2020-2021. My name is Teacher Glo, your virtual host for this event, and this is the Tariwara Elementary First Virtual Completion Ceremony with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid COVID-19 Pandemic.
This time, let's have the singing of Philippine National Anthem to be followed by a prayer and singing of regional hymn and Catanduanes hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, ay basta't sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag na ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang putok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay ginatang tula, kawin sa paglayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan ang may di magtitingin. Luman ang araw ng walhating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng partay mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Let's bow our heads and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today in this important event. Bless everyone present here today, that each one of us may be able to share what he or she have for your glory and honor. We pray for our graduates today and lift them before you. We ask for your peace to cover them. We ask for laughter and joy to fill their days. We pray that you would give them boldness and courage to face challenges set before them with the confidence of peace that can only come from your Spirit. Be a lamp for their feet and a light to their path. Shine over them. Fill them with your Spirit. May today be a memory that burns bright within them as they embark on life's great adventure. May the various activities related to this event be a success through your intervention. We ask all of this in your name. Amen.
Bicolanda, home of the Virgin of Peña Francia, renowned for healing and exceeding from dawn to dusk. We're singing our praise to thee, where the flames, sparkling rivers and seas, hills and mountains breeze adore. From the shores across the seas, all nature's here to thee abound. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, our native land behold. Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Masbates, Sorsogon. Sinis o Irigan, nagalikaw, Legazpi, Tabaco, Sorsogon, and Masbate, abode of noble heroes, land of the free. Oh, Mount Mayon is watching over thee. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold yet flame, to truth and dignity we give in. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold yet flame, to truth and dignity we give in. The truth and dignity we give in. We give in.
Inang katandungan, ikaan mutya sa dagat silangan, ninal daw hinahadkan. Ligtas panong kahamisan, mahal ko, sagana sa aldaw. Panong rosas ang simong kadlagan, mutyang katandungan, panong kaugmaan, matuninong mabansay. Madya, madya, mayaot sa kuyang namumutan sa katandungan, kita paduman mga kamunduan, magilingwan, mahal ko. Yaong diyan, kagayunan, makaminutan, musyang katandungan, panong kaumahan, matuniong mabansay. Musyang katandungan, panong kaugmahan, matuninong mabansay.
To formally welcome us all with this virtual ceremony, let's call in Mrs. Clarity Bonifacio, Grade 4 Advisor and Master Teacher 1.
The officer in charge of the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Susan S. Coliano, SDO Catanduanes Personnel, Public Schools District Supervisor, Municipality of Pandan, Mr. Nelson L. Serena, our school principal, Mrs. Columba Ardinla, to the teaching personnel of Tariwara Elementary School, candidates for graduation, movers, barangay officials, PTA officials, and all our dear family and friends, a pleasant day to all. I am honored and delighted to welcome you all to Tariwara Elementary School virtual closing exercises. Today is an important milestone in the lives of students, parents, and teachers. We have finally come to the conclusion of another meaningful school year that has put our character to a great test. This school year is the most challenging year that the education system has experienced. While there are many battles that we are facing and the country is combating numerous problems brought by the pandemic, we stand still. The life we have witnessed in distance learning is not easy compared to the life where there is physical connection. There are many things that we want to do, but because of the present situation in the country, we are compelled to limit our actions in doing the things that we desire. Hence, your industry, perseverance, and determination to reach this day is quite remarkable. You may not have the traditional graduation ceremonies. You might not feel like celebrating as you graduate and move up to the next level of the education ladder because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, here you are having an exceptional celebration. We hope you feel the pride, care, and good wishes surrounding you right now. Your talent is your talent. Your hard work is still your hard work. Your dreams are still your dreams. As you end this academic year, let this day be a reminder that you have come this far because of your resiliency, determination, which are the best qualities that you have to preserve to be able to reach your dreams in life. You have your gift of intelligence, and let this gift become an instrument for you to continue to embrace lifelong learning for the betterment of yourselves, your families, and our country. Let this day serve as an inspiration to strive harder in your studies and to become the best version of yourselves in the next chapter of your lives. To the parents, I salute you for supporting your children, not only in their happy moments, but most especially during their most pressured times in their academic life. Your guidance and immeasurable love are factors where they have given their best in their studies. May you inject the value of honesty and integrity to your children so that they may live without fear and doubt that this country is a place where people are makadiyos, makatao, makabansa at makakalikasan. To my fellow teachers, I congratulate you for a job well done. Your industry, patience, and hard work in performing your duties will always remain in the hearts of our pupils. May we continue to be the inspiration of the youth of the 21st century. Today is an evidence that we have become a huge part of our pupils' academic achievements. Graduation day is not an end, but a new beginning. And I would like to welcome all of you to join our pupils as they receive the fruit of their hard work and success. To God be all the glory. by Mrs. Columba Ardila, School Principal, and recognition by the authorized representative, Mr. Nelson L. Isurena.
The authorized representative of the school's division superintendent, Mr. Nelson L. Isurena, Public Schools District Supervisor, Municipality of Pandan, as the principal of Tariwara Elementary School, may I present to you 40 kindergarten pupils, 21 boys and 19 girls for the school year 2020-2021 of Tariwara Elementary School who have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the kindergarten education curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education for recognition the 16th day of July 2021 at Tariwara Elementary School, Tariwara, Pandan, Catanduanes, Philippines.
By the authority delegated to me by the Department of Education, through the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Division of Catanduanes, Madam Susan S. Coliano, and in view of the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements for kindergarten program prescribed under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum of the Department of Education. I hereby recognize you to move up to the first grade of elementary education. This is school year 2020-2021. My warmest congratulations, movers.
Now, the presentation of candidates for graduation
And confirmation.
The authorized representative of the school's division superintendent, Mr. Nelson L. Isurena, Public Schools District Supervisor, Municipality of Pandan, as the principal of Tariwara Elementary School, may I present to you 32 grade 6 pupils, 14 boys and 18 girls, for the school year 2020-2021 of Tariwara Elementary School who have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the K-12 curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education for confirmation of their graduation the 16th day of July 2021 at Tariwara Elementary School, Tariwara, Pandan, Catanduanes, Philippines.
By the authority delegated to me by the Department of Education, through the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Division of Catanduanes, Madam Susan S. Coliano, and in view of the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements for elementary education as prescribed under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum of the Department of Education, I hereby confirm your graduation this school year 2020-2021. My warmest congratulations, graduates.
This time, the officer in charge at the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Susan S. Coliano, will give us her message.
Dear graduates, completers, awardees, parents, school officials, PTA officials, barangay, municipal, and provincial government officials, one and all in the elementary and secondary schools in the happy island of Catanduanes. A blessed day to all of you. I believe positivity abounds today because it is your graduation or completion day. That is why today calls for big congratulations and celebrations.
As your extended fan, I am sending my virtual applause for your success this year. Normally, during graduation seasons, what comes out viral is the quote, "Poverty is not a hindrance to success." Yes, it is classically true. However, in this time of pandemic, when the banner slogan of the Department of Education goes, "Education must continue," you have indeed proven it true. Hence, we could resonantly say, pandemic is not a hindrance to success. And so I thank you and congratulate you for continuing. You now belong to the legacy of the pandemic, who are epitomes of commitment and resiliency. But what about your success? What had been the ingredients that made the flavors of graduation and completion and brought you through to this moment? I would like to highlight some enablers. They are as important as your certificates and as significant and precious as your diploma. First, you yourself. Thank you and salute to you for making schooling as your priority. You have developed strong attitudes towards distance learning, which made you the best distance and digital learners in this age and time. Your ambition to learn and understand as much as possible make up your ambitious learning goals, which are the triggers of value for your future careers. Ang tawag dito ay ambisyon at disposition. These two are very important. Wala silang substitute. Kung gusto mong lumigaya ang iyong buhay sa darating na panahon, wag mong bibitawan ang iyong ambisyon. Subalit, kailangan mo din ang tamang disposisyon at yan ang manibela ng inyong aksyon. Remember, all have been given the same chances to secure a proper education even during a trying time. How you secured it makes up the biggest ingredient for success. Latest study revealed that students' dispositions to develop ambitious learning goals and to attribute high value to school may be particularly important for maximizing the effect of online learning. For instance, in Ireland, dahil wala pa tayong study dito sa Pilipinas, among students making extensive use of ICT for schoolwork, those with ambitious learning goals scored 32 more points in reading compared to their peers lacking ambitious learning goals. Sila yung mga hindi lang umaasa sa ibibigay na module ng teachers or sa available na learning materials from schools. Sila yung mga hungry for more students, mga ML students, mobile learners, at hindi mobile legend players who crave for more and spend the whole time they have for reading, searching, researching, questioning, analyzing, integrating, and applying what they learn. They are those who feel satisfied only when their craziest, if not the weirdest questions are answered. Take note, not only by their teachers, but by themselves. Kaya sabihin nyo sa sarili nyo, salamat sa ambisyon at disposisyon kong matuto, nandito ako ngayon. The fundamental roles that your parents and all your extended family members play are credited to the highest level. The school year has literally demanded for an involvement of your parents and family members when they took their roles as para-teachers, as guides, coaches, and mentors. With them in their ready hands, you were able to successfully work on your modules and prepared your requirements. And so I praise and thank the family members for the enormous support they have given you. Please receive my virtual applause and salute to our dear parents, our para-teachers, family members. Our dearest teachers and school officials have become instant digital and distance learning teachers and facilitators of modules and all kinds of learning resources available. They have exerted extra special effort to make sure that learning continues. They injected the best motivation for you to carry on, to master your task, and keep yourself improving and performing, transforming, and succeeding in every step of the way. Lalong-lalo na sa mga panahon na gusto nyo nang bumitaw sa paghawak ng module. Kumapit pa rin kayo dahil sa patuloy na pag-aalaga at pagpapahalaga sa inyo ng mga guro. Thank you, dearest teachers and school officials, for nurturing our learners. Lastly, and most important, you valued the existence and intercession of God in our daily battle for survival, invoking His name always and placing our hope, our faith in His great love and power. During this time, we depended on Him in our need for wisdom, for light, and for all sources of strength and our much needed provisions. And yes, we survived the test and remained steadfast to our faith. All this teach us the lesson of our faith in God. Going this far and becoming excellent or achieving quality education during pandemic was an enormous work for you. Now, to strengthen your takeaway, your education and its quality, you need to hold on to that same formula, but be mindful of some lessons that come in surprise. For example, life is unpredictable. It is a reality. So embrace it, but never surrender to its unpredictability. Along the way, there are checkpoints, delays, but there would always be a road wide open for you to travel on despite the blocks. And this is a mark of resiliency. Yan din ang tatak ng isang katandunganon. Take control and be a rightful and responsible user of the most obvious learning opportunity, which is the ubiquitous application of technology. Manage your own learning by nourishing even the littlest sources of learning that give you hope for thinking how that learning would work. Build narratives that highlight your successes, but make every dim light of your schooling an inspiration. Build more your sense of self-efficacy, your ability and commitment to overcome difficulties on your own, and assure yourself that no matter how dramatic and difficult the situation may be, you will carry on with the same fervor for education. But, ladies and gentlemen, our dear completers and graduates, as you grow more in learning, please take a balance of your life, for success is useless if your mind and body are not well. Again, these two do not have any substitute. Inspired by this year's theme, with prayers for your success, I summon you to carry on to the next wonderful world of schooling. Seize it with increased enthusiasm, genuine humility, and don't forget, ambitious goals. Thanks to your much reputed alma mater for ably preparing you for this. Finally, I say, always find God, find good, and find silver lining in all your experiences. Be an example of goodness too. Give grace to yourself and to others, and move on with firm resolve that you will be the best version of yourself, thereby reckoning the day when you proudly say, I am the person I have been waiting and looking for. Dear graduates, dear completers, isulong ang iyong edukasyon na puno ng pag-asa, kaakibat ng tiyaga at paggabay sa inyong ambisyon, disposisyon at positibong aksyon, kasabay ng aming panalangin na ang pagpapala ng Diyos ay sumainyo lagi. Again, congratulations, good luck, and mabuhay!
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survive and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Distribution of certificates and giving of awards to honor pupils. Bagay Kyle Matthew DQ. Bagay Michael Nathan S. Borbe Dras I. Dikiros Aljay E. Dikiros Elijah S. Dikiros Jovel R. Dikiros Wine I. Dikiros Nathaniel B. Espirito Ramjer T. Eugenio Azen Gerald C. Fernandez Matt RJ. Fernandez Sunny F. Frias Jen Edward T. Ikalabis Julius S. Lopez John Rex D. Ubang Shine R. Rodriguez Jovine B. Samudio Aaron James E. Samudio Randall James C. Trinidad Melvin I. Zoniega Mike Dave S.
Bagay Miracle Samantha C. Bagay Raisa May D. Borja Princess Anne B. Kalaki Yumi F. Condeno Princess Chloe I. Cortesa Angeline R. Diqueros Red Harlan L. Eugenio Krishna DV. Eugenio Megan DQ. Ikalabis Aliyah Nitz L. Interior Althea Sophie I. Interno Jaigaan E. Interno Michelle Ann DV. Lopez Gillian I. Lopez Jessa P. Lopez Rachel May A. Makapinig Juliana May DP. Makato Ivy DQ. Estrado Angel D. The graduates.
Bagay Anthony E.
Bagay Budimar DQ.
Bagay John David T.
Bagay Jan Rowan D.
Ioyo Prince Carl E.
Quiroz Jarel C.
Diquiros Martin L.
Espirito Ace Gilbert C.
Eugenio Jeric DQ.
Fernandez Kian James.
Ikalabis Junilon B.
Ikamen Humphrey Oliver C.
Interno Armando L.
Lopez Soren D.
Bagay Janice T.
Bagay Maria.
Bagay Remsi Jean.
Bermejo Sairame S.
Ter Samantha O.
Carillo Jayame I.
Diquiros Rian T.
De La Rosa Kaisel DQ.
De La Rosa Kaina DQ.
De La Rosa Perla F.
Trada Shinalin S.
Menyo Andrea May D.
Eugenio Reyame T.
Frias Ira May L.
Bardaloza Jehan DQ.
Ibiernas Donalyn A.
Rojas Marcelina V.
Trinidad Angeles E.
With honors, De La Rosa Kaina DQ.
With honors, Estrada Shinalin S.
With honors, Ikamen Humphrey Oliver C. A message from the representative of ours.
Our guest of honor, Public Schools District Supervisor Mr. Nelson L. Isorena, School Principal Mrs. Columba R. Inla, co-graduates, teachers, schoolmates, parents, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant afternoon. Today is a memorable day for all of us because we have just ended an episode in our lives. Now, we are about to start a new chapter of our journey, the high school. Jose Rizal once said, "The youth is the hope of the motherland." We studied in Tariwara Elementary School so we could be equipped with adequate knowledge and skills in preparation for important roles we have to play in society someday, and most especially, to turn into reality the prophecy of our national hero, that we indeed can be the hope of our beloved country, the Philippines. Now, I could simply say that we are empowered and productive students that could face new challenges towards new horizon. For I believe that we are now equipped of all the things we need based from the experiences and trainings we had undergone from our alma mater. My dear co-graduates, the first step has been successful. Ika nga, the roots of education is bitter, but the fruit it bears is very sweet.
The journey is long and laden
with thorns, but our accomplishments in this school are very rewarding. The patience and dedication each of us has shown throughout our 6 years in elementary are those what made us heroes like Jose Rizal. Our graduation day is the first of the series of accomplishments that we will surely achieve with the guidance of our parents and the people around us. Everything in this world has a beginning. In our case, we have just accomplished the beginning. We have started the first right move, hence, there is no reason why we should fail in our future undertakings. Of course, we will not have been able to reach this stage without the people who helped us and who, without any reservations and expecting nothing in return,
guided us in our quest for knowledge.
To them, we owe a lot of gratitude No amount of words can fully express how much we appreciate what they have done for us. We just hope that we will be able to compensate for all of their sacrifices. To our dear teachers who taught us not only the lesson in the book, but also taught us lessons in real life, we are very thankful to all of you. To our parents who are always beside us since our first day of school, we share with you our first taste of victory. There will be more years of struggle, but we are confident that we will triumph because we have you as our parents. We cannot give financial or material things at this point. We can only give you the joy, happiness, and respect that you deserve. Thank you for being responsible parents to us. We shall not be here in these worlds without you. We know the sacrifices you made just to send us to school. To this, we are very grateful. Elementary life is the first step in our ladder of success. We do not know what will happen next. But if we have an aim, a goal, it will make our dreams come true. We need to continue studying and let us make this a pledge for the new generation. Let's make goodbye to our old self and say hello to the new we. But always remember, be empowered and productive. My dear co-graduates, thank you for all the good friendship, brotherhood, and camaraderie. Always remember, we are a good news. Once again, thank you and congratulations. Mabuhay.
At this juncture, Mrs. Ana Marie T. Bagay, Teacher 3 and Advisor of Grade 1 class, will introduce our guest speaker for this year's graduation.
The authorized representative of the school's division superintendent, Mr. Nelson L. Isorena, our beloved principal, Mrs. Columba R. Diinla, barangay officials headed by Honorable Gilbert S. Bagay, proud parents, movers and completers, virtual guests, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed morning to one and all. Introducing our guest speaker is a great privilege. I know that this task is difficult, but the thought that she is a woman of virtue and simplicity made me proud and elated to introduce her to everyone. A loving daughter, mother, and sister, a bubbly friend, humble and kind, an achiever in her own right. This is how people see her as a person. A bright personality and genuine character to everyone who met her. She is not only an epitome of someone who has substance and character, but oozing with talent as well. She has a remarkable talent in designing and handcrafting, that she can turn even simple things into something extraordinary. She is a plantita, an advocate of a cleaner and greener environment. She is always positive and is contagious in spreading good vibes to her colleagues, family, and friends. She was a consistent honor pupil in this institution and actively served as SK chairman of this barangay. Her success as a person will inspire us to persevere and live to our dreams. At present, she is fulfilling her childhood dream of being a teacher in her alma mater, Tariwara Elementary School, serving as Grade 2 advisor. To inspire us on this very special occasion, here she is, Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our guest speaker today, Mrs. Karen Bagay Evangelista. Let's give her a virtual round of applause.
The Authorized Representative, Schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Nelson L. Sorena, Public Schools District Supervisor, Municipality of Pandan, the energetic Principal of Tariwara Elementary School, Mrs. Columba R. Diinla, Barangay and PTA officials, fellow teachers, pupils and parents, isang mapagpalang umaga po sa inyong lahat. So before anything else, I just want to say a big congratulations to these hard-working pupils. You should be proud of yourselves. Parte kayo ng kasaysayan na sa kabila ng pandemyang ito, nandyan kayo sa posisyon nyo ngayon. I just want to share that nandyan din ako sa posisyon nyo noon. Kaya ngayon, ibabahagi ko sa inyo ang tips kung paano maging masaya at successful in life. Sana maging gabay niyo po ito hanggang sa inyong pagtanda. Una, alamin mo kung ano ang gusto mo. Be aware of your strength, sa kung saan ka magaling. Because usually our strength will lead us to the place where we are meant to be. This will bring us to the path that is really for us. Pangalawa, take on challenges. Think outside the box. Lumabas tayo sa comfort zone natin. Kadalasan po kasi, kung ano ang mahirap, yun pa ang mas magdadala sa atin sa tagumpay. Pangatlo, stay on your lane. Focus on your life. Walang mararating ang pagkukumpara mo sa buhay ng iba. Kasi lahat tayo ay may kanya-kanyang kwento, pinagdaraanan at karera sa buhay. Pang-apat, stay humble. Always be humble. Kailangan nating tanggapin na hindi lahat ng bagay dito sa mundo ay alam mo na. Habang buhay tayo, ay mayroon tayong kailangan at dapat matutunan. Pang-lima, get some inspiration. Humugot ng inspirasyon. But take note, dapat hindi lang pera ang inspirasyon mo. Sapagkat hindi naman talaga pera lang ang magpapasaya sa tao. Dapat maging mas malalim ang inspirasyon mo sa buhay dahil hindi lahat ay tungkol sa pera. Pang-anim, be hardworking. Work smart. Maniwala ka sa kahalagahan ng pagsusumikap. Every hard work you invest will eventually pay off. Last and very important, never forget to always turn to God in times of need, happiness, success, and sorrow. Dear graduates, your hard work, perseverance, talent, drive, and vision will always outlast through times. That's how your parents and teachers know you, that you're going to make the world the way you want it to be, because you have reached this far. The coronavirus pandemic has caused moving up exercises and graduation ceremonies to be replaced with virtual and other alternative ceremonies. And so, the tradition of giving messages is a little different since last year. But anyway, education must still continue amidst the crisis, because education is the first step for people to gain knowledge, critical thinking, empowerment, and skills they need to make this world a better place. Let me share with you these wonderful words from B.B. King. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. Meaning, education is a long-term investment.
the time and resources you put in, the courage you possess to move through challenges, and the perseverance that pushes you to keep going will pay off for the rest of your life. Ang tema sa araw ng pagtatapos ngayong taon ay kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Ang temang ito ay naglalayong pasiglahin at hikayatin ang kooperasyon ng bawat isa. Magtulungan po tayong lahat upang maisulong, maitaguyod at maipagpatuloy ang edukasyon, gaano man kahirap ang sitwasyon. Kasi kapag nagsara ang mga paaralan, hindi na matututo ang mga bata. May posibilidad na mawala ang kanilang interes sa pag-aaral kasi madaling makalimutan ang mga natutunan sa paaralan. Kung kaya't, napakahusay po ng ginawa ng ating pamahalaan na suportahan ang programa ng DepEd na ipagpatuloy ang edukasyon sa gitna ng pandemya. Ito'y napakalaking hamon, hindi lamang sa mga kawani ng gobyerno at ng DepEd, kasama ang mga guro, opisyalis ng barangay, kundi sa ating lahat, lalo na sa mga magulang na nagsisilbing gabay sa modular distance learning sa panahong ito. Now let me ask you one question, my dear graduates. Why is gratitude the most important word today? We're living through unusual and trying times. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought public panic all over the world. The health crisis has brought extraordinary challenges and has affected the education sectors, and no one knows when it will end. That is why it is more important than ever to focus on gratitude, the practice of motivating and being thankful for what is valuable and meaningful to you. It is good for your mental and physical health. It can help you study well amidst the pandemic and beyond. Yes, gratitude is good for your health. You focus on your silver linings and count your blessings. And today, your graduation day is one of your blessings and one of the greatest performances of your life. My sincere congratulations on your hard-earned success. Live your dreams.
Farewell is not a goodbye. Farewell is venturing on a journey. Ladies and gentlemen, may we call in our school principal, Mrs. Columba R. de Inla, for her closing remarks.
The roads any of us choose to follow are never free of bumps or curves, but eventually the turns lead to a smoother path ahead. Believe in yourself and your dreams. You will realize that the future holds many promises for you. Remember, difficult times don't last forever. Successful individuals considered this passage, so they were able to climb the ladder of success. The Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Gloriosa A. Pangilinan, honored guest, Mrs. Karen B. Evangelista, the authorized representative of the school's division superintendent, Mr. Nelson L. Isorena, Public Schools District Supervisor, Municipality of Pandan, the ever-active and supportive teachers of Tariwara Elementary School, barangay and PTA officials, friends of education, the movers and graduates, the proud parents of the movers and graduates, other parents and pupils, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. At the outset, allow me to congratulate the movers, graduates, and their proud parents as well. My warmest congratulations to all of you, and I wish everyone all the best and good luck. Our children are our only hope for the future, but we, the parents and teachers, are their only hope for their present and future. Palakpakan natin ang mga batang nagsipagtapos ngayon dahil sila ang mga batang sinasabing magiging pag-asa ng ating bayan. At palakpakan din natin ang kanilang mga magulang na magiging katulong at kaagapay nila sa pagtupad ng kanilang mga pangarap sa buhay. Credit should be given to whom it is due. Now is an opportune time for me to extend my profound thanks and gratitude to all the persons who were instrumental in making this virtual graduation program a total success. Foremost of all, to our guest speaker, Mrs. Karen B. Evangelista. Thank you so much for sharing with us your wisdom and ideas regarding the theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Her ability in sharing with us her experiences and expertise is very gratifying. Isang masigabong palakpakan para sa kanya. To the Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Nelson L. Isorena, the highest deputy official in the Municipality of Pandan, authorized by our Schools Division Superintendent to do the task of recognizing the movers and confirmation of graduates. Thank you very much. Thank you also for having served as my advisor and mentor. You are the person whom I seek advice whenever great decision in the schools where I am assigned needs to be done. To all the teachers, Ma'am Glo, Ma'am Ann, Ma'am Ka, Ma'am Aline, Ma'am Kalay, Sir Ben, and Ma'am Eli, this affair would not have been possible without you. You all deserve a high commendation for a job well done. I also commend your initiative and selfless effort in giving quality education through modular instruction to our school children, especially these graduates. Thank you so much for your indulgence and for your unwavering support and cooperation. Bigyan natin sila ng isang masigabong palakpakan. To all the parents of the movers and graduates, para sa inyong patuloy na pag-agapay, paggabay at pagbigay inspirasyon sa inyong mga anak, napakahalaga ang bahagi na inyong ginagampanan sa paghubog sa kanila. Kayo ang naging katulong ng mga guro sa paghubog sa kanila. Ang inyong ipinamalas na suporta at pagtugon sa lahat na pangangailangan nila sa pag-aaral ay sapat nang maging inspirasyon nila upang higit nilang pagbutihin ang kanilang pag-aaral sa susunod na taon. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Salamat din sa inyong pagtitiwala sa mga guro. Palakpakan din natin ang lahat ng mga magulang. To all the movers and graduates, thank you so much for your sacrifices and diligence in your studies. And to all those who contributed to the success of this modular distance learning, namely the barangay officials headed by Honorable Gilbert S. Bagay, mga bayaning guro and PTA officials, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.